Hi there, this is Mr. E, Master Tarot Reader in Denver, Colorado, doing a review of a website that offers free readings, and it's called ifate.com. So if you can go there by going to this website, www.ifate.com, and this is what their website looks like. So I really like their interface, and today we're just going to look around at iFate and see what all you can do with it. So you get there, and in order to get to the tarot, you need to click on this tarot link up here on their little bar. And then, as you can see, they have quite a variety of spreads. I kind of like how they highlight with glow here when you go over them. That everything from a 3-card spread to a very advanced multi-card spread down here. When you click on a given spread, you get this entry description here of what the spread is. I think for the purpose of today's demonstration, I'm just going to pick a simple 3-card spread, which will do past, present, and future. And I'll be brave and we'll take a look at my past, present, and future. So when you're ready to get started, you click on the green Create This Spread. And then it kind of encourages you to ask your questions. So what is in my past and future? So if you're not sure about what to put in here, you can leave it blank, but also I guess they have a general guide down here about how to phrase your question. And then you hit the proceed button, and now you have this fun little area where you get to shuffle. So I think this is I give them a plus for this. I think it's very cool and graphically, dynamic. You hit the shuffle button and you see the cards fly around there, and you can shuffle it as many times as you want. And I don't know if I'll be able to get it to do it here, but sometimes, there it is. They get extra points from me because they acknowledge that a card can be dropped, what I refer sometimes as a jumper card, and they give you the opportunity later to go look at that card. I feel that jumper cards, or as they call it, dropped cards in tarot, often give extra weight to a reading. So anyway, if you click proceed, once you're done shuffling, you can hit their proceed button over here, and then you get the actual reading layout screen, or as they say, the drawing screen. And now it's time for you to pick your cards. Now what I like about this is they are being really deliberate about having you pick your cards by doing this way. Some people might ask, well, why did they have me shuffle, and then I also still have to manually pick my cards? Why did you need to shuffle? I feel as a professional reader that the shuffle is where you put your intention on the deck, and then the having you pick your cards deliberately puts it in your hands. You're not having to trust, especially on a website, that an actual shuffle took place, mathematically, with, certain algorithms, and you are definitely picking your own cards. Again, they down here give you tips about drawing the cards yourself, and they talk about taking your time, staying focused on the question. This is kind of interesting, a pull. So I agree with what they're saying here. You may find that when you're going back and forth, you all of a sudden feel a little pull. Oh, this card wants you to pick it. So that's what they're telling about. So they're saying to pay attention to that. Okay. So I'm going to pick my 3 cards. So I'm going to pick my past, and my what's happening right now, my present, and my future. Oh, I like this reading already. Okay, so I've picked my cards, and now I'm going to continue to the reading. And this is where we're actually looking at the spread, the cards that I picked, and I like over here, you see how they have highlighted. I'm going to see if I can zoom in here to show you a little more clearly. In case you folks are wondering out there, how did he do that? In Windows in a browser, if you do Control and plus, that's zoom in, and Control and minus, especially when you have a web page like this where the imagery is a little small, you can get a better view on it by doing that. So here you see they have illuminated my card that we're focusing on at a time, and then over here on the right they've got a really good description and a depiction of that card. And what this is something I love in tarot. There's no accidents. The star is one of my significators. I'm an Aquarius, and I just love that I just happened to pick that, because I certainly didn't know when I went over there and got that little pull that it was the star. But I love how we attract the cards that are true to us and perfect for us. So we have the meaning over here. First of all, over here on the left, and let me zoom out a little bit again so we can get everything in view. We have we're reminded the meaning of the position, that we're looking at the past here, and then we get that full meaning that they are describing here, which is hope. And I also like that they're allowing for the possibility of an inverted card, and in fact you will see in a second we have one in the second position, and they point out here that inverted can alter the meaning of a card. So I also like this extra little button down here that they have, which is on for advanced interpretations. So let's say I'm not happy with just that, I want to delve deeper. They've really got some extra interpretation going on down here. They talk about the symbolism. They point out important things that you might want to notice in the card, and then they get the real expanded meaning. And I tend to think that based on my knowledge of tarot, they do a good job here of going into these meanings. So let's move on. I have my second card, which is my present, and it is the reverse Two of Swords. So notice they do reversals here. Now they call it inverted, and it's really funny. I'm finding this accurate right now. I have a career thing going on where I'm job hunting, so to me that has always meant choice, and what a perfect card for that Two of Swords. And it's interesting too that I am feeling a bit challenged in this job hunt, and I think that's related to why this might feel inverted. Also, interestingly, I think some of what's going on with that for me is, what do we have right now? We have Mercury retrograde. Misunderstandings, lack of communication. So it's no surprise then that arguments might arise. Interesting, huh? Maybe that's going on at my current work, and maybe that's why I'm looking. So that's that card, and then the third card pops up, and I'm so glad to see this in my future, the Wheel of Fortune. So although, a fear of change, this is kind of interesting. I am feeling a little bit stuck, which is kind of why I'm looking, but I've also been doing the same thing for 10 years in my day job, and I'm kind of contemplating something different. So I find this really relevant. I like what I saw in this reading. Notice in this, you don't have to go in any particular order. You can keep jumping back to any card if you want to refer forward and back to it. This is particularly important, especially with those multi-card readings that they have. Now, at the conclusion, if you scroll down here, I like how they have options to do other things with this. So you can send and share the reading with a friend. You can tweet it if you're big into Twitter. You can also retain this code to come look at this at any time, and I like that. And then and this is cool. When you hit finish, you can go back. Now, the only thing I'm not seeing, if you remember earlier, is there was a jumper card. So I didn't see anything prompting me here for how to go look at that jumper card. So that's a little feedback for iFate. If any of you out there happen to know that and you've used iFate and you want to respond on YouTube in the comments and say, oh, this is how you do it, I'd appreciate that, because it's not at all obvious to me how that jumper card can come in here and I can read it. It doesn't seem that they really gave any way to look at that, unless I just happen to be missing it, but I don't see it. So that is Mr. E's review of iFate. I think out of a possible 10, I'm going to give it a 9, and the only reason it didn't get a 10 was, again, because it didn't give me the interface to go look at that jumper card that I can see. So if you have any questions for me, or you would like a reading from me, Mr. E, please get in touch with me at my website, Mr.E tarot.com. In fact, I'll even show you a little preview of my site. And this is what my site looks like. You can also reach me via email at mretarot@gmail.com. I hope you have enjoyed this review. Send me your comments or email me your comments. I'd love to hear from you, and look forward to more reviews about all things tarot very soon.